What do you think of when you hear the name
Pika?
A leader, I guess, is a great way to put it. They're always innovating and coming up with new ideas and trying to figure out the best and most interesting ways to do things.
Pika is one of the longest tenured top players, I think. I remember back in mid Splatoon 2, the old meme, heck Pika Dave, and it's because even back then, I think Pika was like 15 at the time, was already competing with some of these strong teams.
Pika's someone who's really good at, like, they'll find a weapon or a set of weapons that work really well for them, and they'll just kind of grind them and really make sure they work out well.
So Pika from Cherry Limeaid, they are inspirational in the sense that they have no fear when they play. And when I watch them play and have played against them and with them, they have no fear and they will just run into situations that I feel like no one else should be able to survive or capitalize off of, but they just do such a good job at it.
So Pika's a very, very fun player to watch. A member of Cherry Limeaid, has been picking up the Wiper and the Stamper mainly in Splatoon 3. It's not, once again, a weapon that we see very often.
Pika right now is one of the players that is really championing the Splatana Wiper. Pika is one of those players who, like, if you're a Splatana Wiper player, you need to know who this guy is.
Played like a lot of like off-meta or obscure weapons, at least from what I've remembered and noticed. They've gotten into content, which is kind of cool to see, and they've been a lot more active, especially for Splatoon 3, of like making videos, like talking about stuff that nobody else is talking about. And they're, on top of that, they're just a super solid player too.
Yeah, Pika's definitely like a teacher, a friend, and just I've always really admired their passion for things, just how much time they're willing to spend like figuring things out.
Pika is still one of these people that's kind of trying to do their best in terms of making some kind of counter strat, some kind of way to disrupt the meta and throw something in there that we're not used to seeing.
Probably has too much time on their hands with the things they come up with, but is always exciting to watch and is a really skilled player.
Pika's a friend, somebody who is just extraordinarily passionate about anything and everything that they touch, from Splatoon to literally anything else. It's insane. They can talk hours upon hours about literally anything they want, and it's just so fascinating to hear them talk.
Pika is one of the most earnest and ambitious people I think I've ever met, in just the way that they want to attack every problem that they find.
During their Week 1 Ludi set, they used the Wiper 6 times and the Stamper once. In the Week 2 set, they used the Wiper for all 6 games, and then during the Week 3 set, used the Wiper and actually went back to Tri-Slosher, which is something that they had been playing in Splatoon 2. During Shine, which is an event that Cherry Limeaid won, I believe they played Tri-Slosher 4 times, Sloshing Machine 2 times, and Flingza 2 times, so kind of a jack of all trades, but really, really showing what they can do with the Wiper and the Stamper.
When it's in the moment and something needs to get done, Pika will make sure that it gets done. That's for sure.
Cherry Limeaid is this crazy awesome team that runs all sorts of different weird comps, and they're strong enough players and have a strong enough understanding, especially of coordination. Because I think, like, mechanically speaking, there are a lot of top teams that are well ahead of Cherry Limeaid. They don't feel as untouchable in that regard as someone like maybe Sayonara, but they do make up for it in terms of their game planning.
I did get the honor of facing Cherry Limeaid at LTC 2022, and it was the 3 quickest games that I have ever participated in. I'll let you guess why that is, but a lot of fun. And I think too, their Pika in particular and the rest of the Cherry Limeaid crew, such a fun person, such a wholesome team as well. So really looking forward to seeing what they can do.
They said, like, if I could pursue coaching and content creation as a mainline, career, I would do that in a heartbeat. I'd drop all this college stuff and just go right for that, which I think truly speaks volumes, because they have the confidence and the ability and passion to do that, which I admire so much.
Those are kind of the players where you want to watch to see what sort of wizardry people come up with comps in the near future.
Pika's understanding of what makes pushes happen in the game and what makes team play work is, I would argue, a cut above even most top players. it's why Cherry Limeade is able to make their more non-conventional comps work. I think the biggest part of that is Pika's callouts, Pika's movement, being able to say, hey, if you attack this spot, the enemy team's not going to be able to set up their push. And the results you're seeing Cherry Limeade get as of late, I think, are finally the fruition of them settling on a full comp and Pika's leadership in that front.
Yeah.
How big is Splatoon in all of your lives and Pika's lives?
Yeah. Yes.
No, how big?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. The answer is yes. Okay.
Yeah, the answer is yes.